Hey there, Mark Satterfield here. Hope you are doing well. Got a small rant today. Quit selling to poor people. I don't know, I get like 3 calls in a row from people that were saying, "Hey, Mark, the biggest problem I have is I'm selling to people who can't afford my services." Well, that's because that's who you're targeting. You're either no, you're not purposely going out and trying to sell to poor people, don't get me wrong. But if you're doing an undifferentiated one go, all go, here's a mass communication to everybody out there, who are you going to get? Well, you're going to get the poor people. Why are you going to get the poor people? Because they're the ones that are going to respond. Why do they respond? Because they don't got a lot of other stuff going on in their life. They got a lot of free time. So you don't have to be particularly clever. You don't have to be particularly intriguing. You don't have to be particularly creative in order to get those people. But, and yes, there is a huge but, they can't afford your stuff. So what you need to do is, one, figure out who it is that you're going after, and don't just define it as people that have money. Be a little bit more nuanced, be a little bit more smart, figure out specifically who are you targeting, develop a profile. Who is your ideal client? We call this creating the client avatar. And I wrote about it in both of my last books. So hopefully you've read those. So I'm not telling you anything you don't know. If I am telling you something you don't know, go read the books. It costs you like a whopping $20 to get the books. So you create your client avatar. Then what you do is you got to create a message that is going to be intriguing to them. And this is, of course, where the proverbial rubber hits the proverbial road. And this is where the challenge is, particularly if you, as you should be, focusing on the wealthy and the affluent. What gets their attention? What gets them to raise their hand and express interest in who you are and what you have to offer? Well, the answer to that is what I'm going to be talking about in my free live masterclass, which is in the first week of September, right after Labor Day, when you should be kind of getting back to work and focusing on growing your business. It's a free program. There's a link in the article that's right below this video. So go ahead and click on that, sign up for the webinar. It's going to be 2 days, 45 minutes, both days. Yes, if you can't make it both days, I am going to record it. Yes, I am going to send it out, but I'm only going to send it out to people who are registered. So even if you don't think you can attend, which would, much rather have you attend, make sure that you do register so at least you get the recording. The reason you do want to attend is because it gives you an opportunity to interact with me, and I am not someone who interacts with people. So all those people out there on LinkedIn who send me these messages, and good Lord, I'm getting like 6 to 12 of them a day, asking me if I have time to do a virtual coffee. Stop sending me that shit. I don't want to have a virtual coffee with somebody that I don't know. And I'm probably one of the more receptive and easy to meet people. The wealthy, they're not going to have an interest in that. You got to be creative. You got to be doing something different. You got to be standing out without, of course, going completely off the rails and being weird. So what I'm going to be doing in the masterclass is talking about how do you do that? Because it's one thing to say, this is what you should do. It's a completely different thing to say, okay, this is how you do it. The how you do it is the real helpful part. And that's what I'll be discussing in the webinar. So you want to make sure you get in on that. And the article with the links to sign up for it is right below. Whoops, I'm not on camera. There we go. Right below this video. So go ahead and do that. Okay. That's what I got for you today. I'll have something more for you tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. As always, thanks so much for being a part of my community. Please do me a favor, do yourself a favor, do other people a favor, and refer this stuff on to them. Send them the link to the video, send them the link to the newsletter. It's helpful for everyone. It spreads the wealth, builds the community, makes us all better marketers. And that is really what I'm looking for. I want you to be better. I want you to quit doing, the dumbass, do you have time for a virtual coffee? That's lame. You want to be smart about your marketing, and I want to show you how to be smart. That's my mission at this late stage in my personal career. All right. So be back at you tomorrow. Again, thanks for being a part of the community. This is Mark Satterfield. Bye for now.